Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on out there? Welcome to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio National. It's our first show of the year. Happy New Year's, everybody. What's up, guys?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, man? The New Year's not starting off too great for Lucky out there. Hearts go out to you, Lucky. Hopefully you stay safe. You're with those fires right now, so what's going on out there with that?
Yeah, well, personally, we're safe right here. We're watching closely because I do live right up against some foothill mountains, so we're watching those closely. But the fires that you're seeing on the news, the Easton Fire and the Palisades Fire, are the two big ones that have consumed, anywhere from 500 to 700 buildings and homes at this point.
Wow!
I think between 5 and 10 loss of life. And it's pretty bad up there, but they're a good 60 miles away from us. But we're seeing the smoke and stuff, and our hearts sure go out to everybody up there. Losing everything you have, your business, your home. It's just tough. There's so many
Your
people
whole town,
now.
really.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah,
Man.
You lived in your whole life is gone.
Yeah, exactly. Everything you had, your memory stuff that can't be replaced. Insurance can replace a lot of stuff as far as structural stuff and material stuff, but they can't replace those memories, those photo albums and stuff. So,
absolutely.
That's the thing,
and the people that are living in, shelters right now, I just heard there was over 200,000 people evacuated from their homes up in those areas, living in high school gyms, convention centers, anywhere they can set up emergency shelters for them. So, our hearts go out to all those people up there. We're going to see if we can, my wife and I were just talking about it, seeing if we can get some donations. We're going to go through our stuff and, gather up some food and some clothing and stuff and run it up there to those centers here over the next day or two.
Wow.
See what we can do to help out. So,
yeah, it's horrible,
man. It's a terrible thing, but, knock on wood, the good thing is there's been, just a handful of loss of life. I mean, I know that's still tragic to the people that, that did lose their lives and their families and their friends. But, when you consider how many people are in that area, in a congested area like Los Angeles County, that is a pretty small number. So they're doing a good job of heeding the warnings finally. People are getting out when they're supposed to get out. When firefighters don't joke around. When they roll down the street with their PA system and say, this is a mandatory evacuation, get out. They're not joking. They don't have a big sense of humor. Get the hell out.
Get out. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also heard that.
Other than
I heard that Hunter Biden lost his house.
Oh, bummer.
Sorry.
Oh, shucks.
Bummer. I knew I was getting a little buzz from something that was burning.
Karma.
So
there you go.
So but other than that, personally, we're doing great.
Sorry, I'm gonna say he probably lit his house on fire to freaking hide
destroy evidence.
Yeah, but otherwise, personally, we're doing great. Family had a great hotday. Hope all you guys had a great holiday. Hope all of our listeners had a wonderful holiday. Getting off to a great year here. So otherwise, personally, we're doing good, and just being happy, doing what we can.
Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah, the holidays were good here. I celebrated something called Greek New Year's this year. I'd never heard of it before, but I was part of it this year. Dawn's family, her aunt was married to a guy who's Greek, and they have the Greek New Year's. It was pretty cool. So they had that big bread, and they had the coins are hidden in the bread.
Really?
And if you your piece is cut, if there's a coin in there, you get good luck for a year. I got the coin.
Hey,
no luck.
There you go.
But
early in the year.
Yeah, still early, Johnny. Your luck is coming. Don't worry. I've never heard of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. It really is interesting. There's a lot of awesome food that we had, and it's just exciting. A lot of good stuff. And now it's a new year, and here we go. So let's kick it off with Bob Johnson, man. What's up, Bob?
How's it going? Doing well here.
How you doing over there? Good, good. Glad to hear it. How was your New Year's and your Christmas?
It was good. We hung out at the house here. We didn't go anywhere. We're kind of homebodies at this point. But, yeah, stay home, stay safe.
You know what? And then this year, that was the right thing to do, man. And our hearts go out to the people in New Orleans and Las Vegas, and what's scary about that is my son was in Las Vegas when that happened, but
Really?
he heard about it.
he
He didn't
really?
see anything, but he heard about it. But the New Orleans,
Wow.
man, that's just crazy, man. It's like, in New
That's
Orleans,
insane.
Yeah, it is insane. And, our hearts go out to the victims there. And, now we got to just do something about this now and make it better somehow. I don't know.
I don't know. I think we need to
January 25th. That's what we're doing about it.
There you go.
Stuff's
20th.
getting better.
So let's go back to Bob real quick. So Bob, are you going to Gibbstown or is that the
No,
first bike
I
week
don't
now?
go down there. It is. It's the first big one that starts off the year. But for me, it's just not a good – doesn't make sense for me to go down. I'm still working on the trailer, getting it all dialed in. I've put new tires, new brakes, just doing a lot of upgrades to the trailer, trying to make it better for life on the road.
Is that something you do every year?
Yeah, pretty much, tweak things, make it better. And, I take things apart, clean it, clean the trays out, the restock bins. And,
Right.
it gets dirty after a year on the road, the dust, the dirt.
Yeah,
and-
you're in a lot of dust a
you know.
lot of times, right? So I can imagine that.
Yep.
But that's great that you're ready. So what's your first bike event you do then?
Daytona Bike Week, man. We'll be down at the Boot Hill Outpost, right across from the Iron Horse.
Right.
So we
Nice.
kick it off there, and then we're going to do a couple of different things. I haven't even started putting my schedule together yet. I've still got to do that. I take my time with it because a lot of them still aren't even out yet. But I like to get it dialed in, and I pretty much know my route
Right.
from the 4th of July on. So it's just that March through June that I have to dial in. And once I get that, the rest of the shows are pretty much set for the year like I've done the last couple of years. So
Right.
works out well.
Awesome. You know that this year in Daytona we're gonna do a live show from your trailer, right?
Sure.
And we should do that. Do a live show
Sure.
from the trailer. I think I'm gonna be down there. You'll be there. I don't know. Are you guys gonna come down to Daytona? What's gonna happen?
Let's see what money I got, man.
Yeah, I'm working on some deals
So-
myself.
It's all about the money, man.
Well,
Yeah.
let's if we work on it, we can get an Airbnb and maybe all share some expenses and have a good time.
Ooh,
Sounds like a plan to me.
wow. That means we'll be barbecuing steaks in the backyard.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
good. I'll Google that and see what I can come up with. But I stay in the trailer, so
Hey. If you can do it, that's awesome then. So what's up, LJ?
Yeah.
Well, I got a lot of things, I had a really good New Year's. Actually, I had a really good holiday season, man. Me and my brother Brian went down to Queens for this really cool Christmas party, man.
Oh, whose party was that?
This freaking wacko guy who thinks he's a radio star. But, man, let me tell you, it was a good party, man. It was a good party. Johnny Rizzo. Yo, Johnny Rizzo, you and your girl treated us like royalty, man. I had a great time, man.
It was a great time. And you got to have White Castle, too. So.
And I got that one. That's like the, when you have a really good ice cream and then you got the cherry on top. That was like the perfect.
I was so jealous
We had a
that day
good
when you
time.
guys left. Like, we're going to White Castle. I'm like, fuck, man. You know?
I know. I thought you were good. You drank a lot more than I did.
Oh, God.
So
That was a rough night.
I wanted
got lost in the
you
mail.
know what it was? I started drinking. I was catching a buzz. I was getting really good. I was feeling it. And then they brought out the food, right? For Bob and Lucky who weren't there. They bring out the spread here. I mean, you would have thought this was like a wedding or something like that. I mean, it's just food after food after food.
You got too much
So
time.
I'm like, you know what? I said, let me have a little bit so I can keep drinking. I'm not going to eat much. So I eat a little bit of this, a little bit of this. And then they had this chicken. It was like this lemony type chicken or whatever it was. And it was insane. And it was just insane. So I went back and had 2 more pieces. And then I had some more food. And after that, I just couldn't drink anymore. I was like, I killed my buzz.
I think the highlight of that night, which I was laughing, was we were playing this game called Tipsy Land. Okay?
Yes, you guys were. Oh, my God.
It's like a game of life or something like that. What?
Candyland.
Like Candyland.
Candyland.
Like Candyland. And what happens is you land on these funny spots. It's a drinking game, basically. But like Brian's wife had to do a shot of ketchup. So I got the plastic bottle of ketchup, and I gave her a shot of ketchup. And then we had some people that had to show their ass, right? And then I thought it was so funny, Brian, when you were inside, and when your wife had to do that, and you were inside, you had no idea. I was hoping that for that 1 second, you just happened to get up to look inside, and your wife would have been standing there with her butt out. That would have been hilarious. But that didn't happen. But
No, but you also got to remember, when I found out she did, I showed my ass for the hell of it.
yeah, that's true. Where's your mic?
It shit the bed on me.
You
All
sound a
right.
little muffled. All right. You sound all right.
What
Hey
the
there,
hell, man?
What it is, it has the USB connection, and then it has the mic connection that's way over on the other side, so I have to get a cord to attach it that way.
I got you. So basically, we played this game, and one of them was you get a tattoo on your ass, so someone's gonna draw a tattoo on your ass. So a couple of people went. It was just so fucking funny, man. I don't think I've laughed so hard in my life doing this game, but it was such a great night.
And you weren't going to drink that night either.
I
You're like,
know.
I'm not going to drink.
I'm not gonna drink.
No, he wasn't drinking at all. He was just consuming.
You
I was
know what? I
inhaling.
feel bad. I wish I had known. I didn't know until afterwards that she had the Rocka Vodka there. I didn't know until the next day. Brian told me about it.
Yeah, we had
I
Rocky
was
Vodka.
like, I wish I had known, man.
We had some good shit. But you know what, though? I loved having you guys out at the house. It was a great part. Of course, Bob and Lucky, you guys were invited, but you guys live so damn far away. You know what I mean?
I don't remember getting an invitation.
I've said
Yeah,
I don't know.
I checked my voicemail. I didn't see anything.
Actually, I do remember giving you the invitation while we were on here, too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I remember.
yes, I did. I
Yeah.
said, we're having a party. I wish you guys
Sorry,
could come.
guys.
You know what I mean?
All
But
right.
it was a great party. You know it's going to be a great party when Dawn goes out and gets air mattresses set up. I'm like, uh-oh. We're going to have people. And we did. We had about, I would say, 6 people crash here that night. And it was good because, you know what? Go, get drunk, have fun. You know what I mean? And it was an awesome Christmas party. And then the holidays right after that, Christmas was great. New Year's was great. And now we're winding down and getting back to reality again, which kind of blows.
You know what
I mean?
that house reminded me of, though? That house reminded me of. You ever watch Full House?
Yes.
You know, they got the basement, and then they got the upstairs, the regular floor. Then they got the upstairs, and then you got the attic. I mean, that house just kept going and going. And
I don't know what happened to your camera.
I was like, "What happened to me?"
I don't know.
I froze up. Up there.
You didn't take your clothes. You didn't take your clothes off, did you? It looks like they covered you up for some
You
reason.
might have the sun back on.
Who the hell? No. Oh,
There
am
you
I
are.
moving again? I just
Yeah,
clicked
no,
on it.
this is a beautiful house. It's a huge house, a beautiful house.
Oh, it really was, man. I had a great time, man. Like I
glad
said,
you guys came.
and I know what. You know, I was expecting going there. I was like, you know, with my body and all that. I can't. Did I disappear?
Yeah, kind of. Back up again.
Keep talking.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Well, anyways, let me cut it off, though. I will have to say this. I had the attic room
Just
for the
slowing
party.
down.
All right.
It was really nice. The bed was very comfortable. It was a
What
nice
is
king
going
size
on
bed.
here?
But the only downside of it is being a 6'5" guy being upstairs that has the slant of the roof coming
Oh
in.
boy,
Every time I woke up, bam, hit my head on the roof.
that could happen. That definitely could happen. But well, I know I woke up and a few people were gone already, and you guys were up down here, so I came down here to see what's going on. And then I think that day, when you left, we actually went to bed. I went back to bed at 11 o'clock. I didn't get out of bed again till 8 o'clock the next morning. That was it. No,
You didn't go to bed
Wow.
really until like freaking 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning anyway.
that's true. Yeah, we were drinking and just having more fun. So yeah, it was a good time. I don't know what happened to LJ. He's probably working on this thing over there. So what'd you get? What'd you do for Christmas, Bob? What'd you do?
Went to my sister's and hung out with her. It was always good to see my sister. I don't get, home time very often, but it was nice. So, yeah, we did that. And
Good.
wife and I hung out here. You know, we just had a big snowstorm come through
yeah?
in Indianapolis and southern Indiana. But you know what? We got nothing. We had minor flurries, and I'm so happy about it.
Good for you.
I didn't have to shovel 12 inches of snow Indianapolis and southern areas got. So, yeah, we missed that when there's another one coming through, and it's going through Kentucky and Tennessee. So we're all good up here, man. I thought northern Indiana was going to be the pits of hell when it came to snow, but we got lucky last couple of years. So knock on wood.
Yeah, here we go. Knock on wood. No.
Hey, check this out. Something I got for Christmas.
Nice.
What is it? I can't see it too well.
Kentucky Headhunters.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful.
Kentucky Headhunters autographed picture.
Excellent.
Wow.
I interviewed Richard Young, and I had got the picture. My wife had it framed for me, so that's kind of cool.
Sweet. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's good.
Oh, speaking of Indianapolis, Bob, I got to brag a little bit here. My grandkids were up there in Indianapolis the week before Christmas. I guess they had the Junior Olympics track meets going on in Indianapolis.
Wow.
And so I'll brag a little. My 11-year-old granddaughter took 34th place out of 361 in the Junior Olympics for cross country.
Sweet.
And my 8-year-old grandson took 50th place out of 247. That was his first major race ever. My granddaughter, that was her second Junior Olympics. Last year she finished a lot further down the pack, but she's getting better every year. So we're hoping by the time the Olympics roll around here, she should be just old enough to make the Olympics when they come to Los Angeles.
Nice.
So
awesome. Congratulations there, Lucky.
Congratulations, brother.
That's awesome. Look, there's no better place. There's no better place than Indianapolis to host anything like that. Any sports, any convention, Indianapolis is literally connected with these walkways and tunnels and skywalks to hotels, the convention center, everything. It literally is. I lived there all my life. I just moved an hour north, but an hour from Indy. But I lived there all my life and grew up there. And I tell you, watching it grow, and I used to work in one of the downtown office buildings, a couple of them actually. And it's just a great place to live and work and visit. And, I always encourage people, if you're going to have a big convention, check out Indianapolis, put it on your list. If you all ever have anything going on, it should be. I don't know why they don't have the AIM Expo there. Las Vegas seems to think they're the best place. But if you get down to it, brass tacks, Indianapolis is
weather-wise
centrally located, and it's indoors, right? So everything indoors is all connected through walkways, so you don't even have to go out. Park your car for the weekend and walk around. Food, entertainment, it's all right there.
Yeah, the AIM Expo, though, when you get some people that are kind of on the on the verge of whether they're going to attend or not, and they're going to, they're going to talk to their boss or, whoever's in charge of the purse strings about traveling out to an event. They'd much rather push real hard to go out to Las Vegas. Nothing against Indianapolis, but they're coming out, they're hitting the expo, they're spending 3 or 4 hours in the convention center, and then they're out of there and they're off to the casinos, the shows, the strip clubs, and everything else that you can do in Las Vegas. So it's just a great way.
Hookers,
hookers. It's a great way. I by the way, I will be, I will be out at the AIM Expo in Vegas here in about 3 weeks now. I think it's coming up. Yeah, it's just
nice.
Second week of February or something coming up. Yeah, got a lot of motorcycle events starting up, boys and girls. So get out there and check the Cyclefish calendar. First big rally of the year is actually starting tomorrow. It's the Gibtown Bike Fest down on the west coast of Florida. Our good friend Gary Michaels is going to be down there emceeing that event, putting on a couple shows. It's I think I told you about this one. It's actually put on by the Showmen's Association, which is basically the union for circus performers, because it's in the town. It's right there where the Barnum and Bailey Circus used to be based out of, where the trains rolled out of back when that show was going on. So it's put on by them. So they've got a lot of entertaining stuff going on there as far as like high wires and circus shows, along with all the bike shows and wet t-shirt contests and everything else that happens at normal biker events. So it's a really good combination of stuff going on. So that starts tomorrow down there in Western Florida, west coast of Florida. Get on down there.
Gibbstown, right? Now, is Gibbstown the name of the town, or that's the name of the event?
Gibtown.
Gibtown's the name of the event. The name of the town is, what do they call that town? Hold on, I'll find it. You talk amongst yourself while I find this.
It's like up by
the actual town is called Riverview, Florida.
Okay.
So it's let me see where it's
West Coast.
I'm from Florida. It's right outside of Tampa. It looks like it's about maybe 20 miles south of Tampa.
Saratoga over there.
Yeah.
Right.
So head on down there. So they've got, that's coming up, and there's a few other things coming up here. Not a whole lot going on in January. We got the Colorado Motorcycle Expo coming up February 1st. One of the biggest indoor swap meets, vendor shows in the nation out there. Gigantic show. And then the AIM Expo.
Oh, wow.
And, a lot. Actually, there are a few things in Florida. Thunder by the Bay Music and Motorcycle Festival going on down there in Sarasota, Florida.
Nice.
So there's a few things. So get out there, check the Cyclefish calendar, find out what's going on.
Now, is that the official start of Bike Weeks?
What's that?
Is that the official start of Bike Weeks right there?
No, actually, Bike Week has moved up a little bit this year. It's actually starting in February. It's February 28th. So
I know, but I'm saying is give town the official start of all the Bike Weeks.
Yeah, kind of. You could call it that, since it is the first thing happening down there in Florida in January. So, but it's a little far away from Bike Week. So, but Bike Week is what we could consider the official kickoff of rallies. There's 2 or 3 things that go on before
Rally
season officially kicks off. We've got a few things prior to Daytona going on. A lot of indoor events. You got the Mama Tried motorcycle show up there in Milwaukee, right up by the Harley Davidson factory. You got the Motorama races and show going on in Harrisburg. So there's a couple things.
That on me.
What's that?
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, my mic was off. I don't know how you heard me.
We can still hear you. No, did I say that out loud?
No, I was talking to the phone. So you can hear me right now.
Yes, we can.
I can hear you right
Well,
now.
how do you hear me right now? All right, how about
I
now?
don't
Better?
know, Johnny.
Hear who?
Johnny,
Fucking
you're
magic.
loud enough. You don't need a microphone. You can go in the other room and we still hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Probably going through the phone then, maybe. I don't know. But
Yeah, that's probably what's happening. Your phone speaker's probably picking it up.
so wait. So
speaking of events, if I can have a minute here, I wanted to talk a little bit about, you know how I am about my charity events.
Yes.
Love those charity events. So we did a little, we just did a little recap of the charity events that went on last year. I know we all talk about the charity events in the motorcycle community. So we did a little research and did a little recap. Cyclefish last year listed a little over 8,000 events in our calendar, motorcycle events.
wow.
The biggest one, of course, was bike nights, because they're going on all the time. There were 1,300 of those. The second biggest category of events we had going on was charity and fundraiser events. 1,193 events were dedicated charity and fundraising events. And that's just listed in the Cyclefish calendar, although we do list almost all the events. But you have to take into consideration that, things that we classify as poker runs, because they have their own category, we know that the majority of poker runs that happen out there are happening for a charity. They are happening for a charity. We also know that a lot of the sorry, that's me. No, that's not me. Somebody's alarm's going off. Okay. We also know that a lot of the shows, the bike nights, and the motorcycle rallies all have something going on for charity. They're having an auction. They're having a they're having a raffle or whatever. So we went through and did the best we could, doing a search of our database for the word charity, for the word giving. And we came up with about 30% of all motorcycle events are donating something to a cause.
Absolutely. And that's awesome.
That's outrageous when you think about it. When you think of all the, all the other events.
That is.
That's a big percentage of events. And I can't really think of any other events that go on where 30% of them are actually donating to a cause. I can't even imagine how many millions of dollars the motorcycling community raises.
That's because the motorcycle community is the most giving community in the country.
It is. It's an amazing community, and it's given to the outside. It's given within. I mean, how well do we take care of our biker brothers and sisters, whether you're in a club, or a riding group, or whether you're just an independent. I mean, still, if somebody's in the wind with you, we take care of our own, and then we go outside of our group, and we take care of anybody else that needs our help. So that's awesome, it's just an amazing thing. So get out there, 2025. Get out there. If you're looking for a New Year's resolution, here's a good one for you. Get to as many charity events as you can. You're going to ride your motorcycle anyway. Go out there and ride it with some people for a great cause.
Absolutely. Welcome back, LJ.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's the computer or the wind or whatever.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's
Did
windy.
we lose
here.
LJ? We
Bring
can
back-
hear LJ. I can see LJ.
When
Oh, he's
frozen.
no, he's not frozen. He's smoking a cigar or something.
Well,
I don't know what.
he might be frozen there, but you never know.
Yeah.
Well, it's windy as hell out there. So that's what
But,
happens. I live in the
thank
woods,
God
man.
LJ did come back on because I did want to bring something up to you. Is we're lucky you were talking about the starting of the new season and everything else and the terrible things. You got to remember, everybody that is watching, is out there, don't forget, we have February 1st at the legendary Blackthorn is our winter barbecue.
Right.
It's only $10. We're doing it on a Saturday this year, so you stay the weekend, and then they have stuff during the night. If you want to come up early on Friday, bring your old lady because the Blackthorn is doing a male stripper review.
Oh, male stripper review.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Don't hear that.
Featuring
Yeah.
the motorcycle mayhem.
Yeah, I wouldn't mention that. But you know what? There'll probably be a lot of drunk ladies on Friday night after the show, man, running around the Blackthorn.
Yeah, I can't tell Joy about that.
What date is that?
What?
There you
Right?
go.
What date?
The February 1st. The male review.
That's the 31st. That's the day before. It's Friday. Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
You know,
31st of
LJ,
March.
you say that, and I used to have a
Anyway.
thing back when I was single where I would go skiing on Valentine's Day weekend all the time because any girl that was up at a ski resort alone on Valentine's Day, she wasn't tied down. So
Oh, boy.
you automatically knew who the single women were.
And if she was probably looking. She was looking for something.
Exactly. And if her husband didn't want to go skiing with her, then she was looking for somebody else. So
Out there, man. It's like going hunting, man.
Going hunting.
It's going hunting.
I got one. Are you with anybody? No. All right.
Well, you are now.
Bob's having a good time over there. What's up, Bob?
I'm good. Hey, just we talk about events, right? Lucky talks about events. I forget that one of my very favorite events is the Outer Banks Bike Week in North Carolina.
OBX, yep.
It's a hidden gem. So they've got everything. You can see the Wright brothers' birthplace of flight. You can go see wild horses on the beach.
Wow.
The ocean. You can go through a tunnel to get you there that's under the water, under the bay. It's just a great event. That's
What is that?
It's when is it? It's in let's see. I go there. It's April. It's right
April.
before Panama City, right before Thunder Beach.
I might have to do that one this year.
So it's I wanted to say it's the last weekend of April,
Right.
sometime. But
Well,
Outer
that's
Banks,
what
Sherry.
It is April 19th to April 27th in
What's the wrong one?
Harbinger, North Carolina.
There you go. So Sherry is back at Outer Banks Harley Davidson, and she does a great job with the vendors. She does a great job planning. There's some great places to go. You can go check out the gas station called Biscuits and Porn, where they serve you biscuits and gravy, and you can check out. They got T-shirts. It's really kind of a novelty thing. They'd sell a lot
Biscuits
of
and
T-shirts
porn.
and hats and stuff that say Biscuits and Porn. Yeah, it's just a novelty thing, but it's just a good something to check out. But you've got all kinds of great places to stay, great entertainment, all kinds of great scenery. So yeah, one of the hidden gems out there that I'd like to push this year, because I know
And you go?
all of the vendors that go there. Yeah, I go there along with Lucky Customs and Deborah's Design Jewelry and some other great vendors, that go there. And it's a hidden gem. A lot of the people are at Leesburg in Florida, which is, a very saturated area for bike rallies, but, always a good time as well. Leesburg's always a great time there with Gator Harley and all that area. But, somebody, if you're in that East Coast, north-south range of that Outer Banks, man, it's a great rally, and I highly recommend it.
Cool.
I think I'm going to go there this year. I think me and Dwayne
Come on down, man. We'll have some fun.
Yeah.
We'll have some big
Actually,
fun.
I'm thinking about heading out to Bob. Do you ever go down to the Kentucky Bike Rally, the Sturgis Kentucky Bike Rally?
Okay, funny story. Years ago, 2005, I rode my motorcycle to Kentucky Bike Rally, right? I was going down to work with some friends and work security there. So as I rode, I'm in the most crazy lightning storm I've ever ridden in or
Oh, my
been
God.
in. And I mean, it's left, right, down the highway. I'm on my motorcycle. And I'm like, damn, if I get there alive, it'll be a miracle. Not one drop of rain. It was beside me, in front of me, behind me. There's this one sunny, clear spot. And I was headed right toward it for 4.5 hours. Kept straight, going there. I get there, the clouds open up. I still didn't get rained on. No lightning hit me, and it was blue skies. And I was like, this is meant to be. And I had the time of my life. I worked a lot, but I still had a lot of fun.
So you don't vend down there in Kentucky at the Kentucky Bike Rally, do you?
I have never vended there. I know a lot of my friends do. Ethan from South Cycle.
Okay.
He does, the tire guy that we've highlighted before. He goes there. Lucky Customs goes there. He does LED lights and audio. He goes there, and they do well there. They love it. They go back every year.
Yeah, it's growing, and we're actually doing a big push for them. And
When's that?
We've taken over. We're advertising for them. We've actually taken over. If you check out the KentuckyBikeRally.com, we just got done doing a brand new website for them. So Cyclefish is doing websites now for anybody in the motorcycle business. If you need a website, give us a call. We'll do a real nice website for you. We're managing their social media. They're really trying to do a big push this year. They want to grow that rally by about 25 to 50%. They've got a lot of room out there that they can fill up. So I think I'm gonna head down there and possibly in when is that? That's in July.
July.
And enjoy the
Third
rally.
weekend in July.
Yep. Enjoy the rally. Take some pictures. Do a little write up and story for them, and try to get it out in some of the magazines to help them grow even more in the upcoming years.
Huh.
So if anybody else is in the area, you guys come on down and let's get together.
I will look at it.
I'm still stuck on the
Let's do it. I will. Go ahead.
I'm still stuck on the biscuits and porn over here.
Biscuits.
Going with like that one.
Oh yeah.
You said food and porn in the same word. Johnny almost
It's a
fell
lot
out
of
his
fun.
chair.
Right.
Food porn.
I need someone to feed me Cheetos while I watch porn. No weirdos. No weirdos.
No weirdos. Oh my God.
Weirdos are my favorite people, man.
No,
Yeah.
but I will look at that, Ron, and see if my schedule changes. I think I'm always in Muskegon at that weekend, which is a killer rally for me.
Muskegon.
But we'll see.
I love that one, Muskegon. I did that one 3 times. I like that one a lot. That's one on the lake. You know, that one there.
I remember when you rode through. You were on your bike.
Yeah,
you rode
I-
around Lake Michigan or something, didn't you?
I rode around Lake Michigan twice, but the second time I actually rode from Long Island to Wisconsin. Well, to Muskegon, and then we took the ferry across and rode all the way around the lake, which was awesome. But if you ever get a chance to do something like that,
Nice.
guys, if you ever had the opportunity, ride around Lake Michigan. It is beautiful. It is so beautiful. The lake is huge. It's humongous. And there's all restaurants and stuff around the lake. And then you got the Mackinac Bridge and Mackinac Island. Right? Not Wackenough. Mackinac. Right?
Mackinac, the Mighty Mac.
Is that in the Bob Seger song?
It might be. But the Mackinac Bridge, they call it the Mighty Mac. That's right. That island, the whole area is so awesome, man. And you know what? The 2 best burgers I ever had in my life, both in Michigan. Can you imagine?
Really?
So, yeah. Very good.
And I thought your best burgers was on a fork.
Was what?
When you had them on a fork.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh.
I've had some great burgers though. Yeah, I think Nick's Waterfall House.
It's
Waterfall
funny.
House have the best burgers, man.
Who's talking?
Johnny marks his
yeah.
vacations by what food he
I know.
had. We mark it by, hey, I saw a great, the biggest ball of twine or whatever. But yeah, they had the best burger. Oh, the wings, man. I was on this one trip. But that's okay. It's all about the memory.
It's all about the food, man.
So, Bob, let me ask you. You done that Outer Banks Bike Week, right? So, did you do the ferry rides all the way through? And what was the last
Yes, sir.
ferry back to the mainland? You remember that one? Well, quick story.
No, I went through the tunnel. I went underneath.
Oh, you took a tunnel through. All right. Well, when I went back in 2009, me and 3 friends, we rode from Long Island. We rode to Myrtle Beach Bike Week, but we went through the Outer Banks. Thought it would be pretty cool, but the weather was not cooperating. So we had rain suits and all that shit. And we had to go from ferry to ferry to ferry, and every ferry was pouring on us. Finally, the last ferry, I can't remember the name of the island. We had to go head back to the mainland, which was normally, I don't know how long that ride normally would be, but it took us like 3 hours to get back because there was a hurricane out in the ocean and the waves were unbelievable. There was one of those ferries that there was only like a booth on the ship, on the boat, and all the bikes were outside, and the captain said, you got to stay outside with your bikes because they're going to fall over. So we're outside with the bikes, and the waves are coming over the boat, and we're all getting saturated with it. So we get to the other side. I remember we stayed at a hotel called the Shipwreck Inn.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome, no. And what happened was we woke up the next day, and the landscapers were there, and we borrowed we took our garbage cans out of the rooms, and we washed all the bikes. And then we took their leaf blowers from the landscapers, and we blew all the bikes off. But that was some trip I'll never forget because my friend Mikey was having like anxiety attacks because we couldn't see land, right? And all he saw was swells that we were in. It was so bad. And we had no more beer left. That was the worst part. Out of beer. Until we got to the other side, then we found the shipwreck. That was some trip, man.
Oh.
But
I'd be in heaven if you had that.
What's that?
Panic attack.
Being out on the ocean with the swells and all like that, that's home for me.
Oh, well, you guys go on a high seas rally then, my friend. Because we're in the middle of the ocean for that one. You know what I mean?
You got to remember. But see, the thing is about it, your high seas rally is just a ship. I was actually on an aircraft carrier.
Nice.
So
That's a city.
yeah.
So when you took off, did it hurt your arms?
When I fell off the deck, yeah, it did.
No, when you flew.
Yeah, I flew. I flew all the way into the ocean.
Ooh. my jokes ain't working out too well. Terry Hudgens, man. I haven't seen Terry in a long time. What's up, Terry? How you been?
Yeah.
We got a little too drunk on the on ship,
Right?
and we did what they call chair launches.
Oh,
Take
boy.
the old folding chair and you put it on the launcher that the F-14s or F-16s go off, and you hold on for dear life and see you fly.
Nice.
Yeah.
How far did you go?
About 150 feet.
Not bad. Oh. So what else we got going on, boys?
Well, I did want to mention that I did go out to me and Pappy and Craig. We went out to for New Year's Eve. We went out to Blackthorn, and they had a phenomenal time over there. Listen, they had Geezer playing, and Geezer's awesome. They had a phenomenal fireworks show, and it was just a great night. The place was packed. I mean,
I saw the pictures.
Yeah, it was just a great night, man. And I mean, I love every time. Every time at the Blackthorn is always just a good.
That's fun there. It really is.
So
I can't wait for the winter barbecue.
Winter barbecue, I'm really looking forward to.
Well,
oh yeah.
We're trying to get Rocka Vodka up there this year for the winter barbecue. So hopefully that works out.
Yeah, well, I heard. I don't know if Brian mentioned. I guess he's gonna have Rocka Vodka over there.
Rocka Vodka is amazing.
Good.
Yeah, like I said, I brought it up there to Ray Francis, and he absolutely fell in love with it, and then tossed it around for other people to try. And Austin really loves it for the tiki bar. And then it was the hardest person in the world to get anything was from Patty, and Patty says that she could sit there and drink it all day.
No, it's amazing. It really is. I'm not a big vodka guy, but that shit is good.
Yeah,
Dawn loves it. Everyone loves it.
I would have gone with him, but I've been sick. I don't know, like 2 days after New Year's, I woke up and Pappy got sick and I got sick, and I don't know. I guess there's something going on around here, like some norovirus or whatever the hell it is. But I could barely talk yesterday. I'm finally getting my voice back. It's still a little rough.
Well, I can barely talk every day. I just got a bad voice.
Yeah, well, you do all right.
Man, these shows.
Yeah, right.
Having fun with these shows, though, right? Having a good time. They got the boys every Wednesday night, right? Right, Bob? We gotta get Bob to Blackthorn. What do you think?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bob definitely has to get to Blackthorn, man. We got to get him over there. I'd love to have him there.
I'm still waiting
for the winter barbecue.
I'm waiting for the band announcements up there.
Yeah.
Well, you think the Kings?
Don't know who, but that's all good.
What band you looking for to get up there?
Oh, they know about them. I've I pitched them, any of them. I just want to know who's playing all around the country. I like the different bands, right? I'm tired of the same old, there's so many cover bands. Now the cover bands are covering the cover bands. And it's just like, you can pick up any radio station across the country and hear the same 47 songs that we all grew up with, daily, repeated on repeat. It's just, I'm looking for that new music. I shared one a little bit earlier on my Facebook page, and it's kind of a morbid song, but it's about death, but just, I like that different music. I sit out here working in my garage all day, and I'll just put it on, random spin, and I'm hearing some great music, and it's whether it's the Arcana Kings or, whoever. I just like something a band that's doing their own thing, creating rock that I've never heard that I enjoy listening to and would put on play again, and I still love the classics. You can't beat Led Zeppelin, Bob Seger, and all that. I mix all that in. I even mix in country and a little bit of Glenn Campbell, but it's all about the music, right? That's what keeps us going.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I like some of the cover bands. Some cover bands are awesome.
You mentioned the original bands. Arcana Kings are originals you can get. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are original as shit. With the bagpipes, that's amazing shit, Bob.
Bob, did you ever get a chance in your travels? You ever see a band called Moccasin Creek?
I've not seen them. I have seen a couple of their videos.
Yeah, they do a bunch of the bike ride. They got a really unique sound. I mean, it's kind of, I don't even know what you'd call it. Rap country or what do they call it?
Isn't it more like country rock?
Yeah, more like a country. They even break into rap in some of their songs. They just kind of got a neat music, something you can just slap your leg to and tap your foot.
Yeah,
and, it's just kind of a neat thing. I just saw them in one of the rallies we were doing some promotion for, and I saw them listed. And it's like, well, let me go out here and check out their music. And it just kind of caught on. And then I was looking at their schedule, and it looks like they just do a lot of motorcycle events. They like the motorcycle crowd. So.
Nice.
So if you get a chance to see them, you can hear them around sometime.
And the thing is, for me, there's so many bands that I love and I forget because I got to remember this band. The Piedmont Boys out of South Carolina, all country, pure old school country that kills it. Wes Ship is out there, Ray Scott, Dallas Moore. These are all sort of outlaw country bands or full country that, man, you can just roll up to their show and they're crushing it. You got the Kentucky Music Mafia. We've had them on the show. You got the Moonshine Bandits. They're doing their vibe differently. But, man, the bike rally scene is where the music is happening right now. The live music, some of the best shows you'll ever see are at a bike rally all over this great country of ours, and I really enjoy it. And it's one of the blessings that I have in my travels is to check out some of these live bands, and it's something I look forward to.
Another thing I like you mentioned the Moonshine Bandits. If I'm not, I might be misspoken, but one of the band members is the nephew of David Allan Cole.
Huh.
So I don't know. I haven't heard that. So.
But
it's possible.
They played up at Blackthorn and they were awesome.
Yeah. I like the rally, the rally music, the bands that get at rallies. Like you say, you get a lot of unique bands that you never heard before. I mean, look at some of the bands that we would have, the Jasmine Canes and things like that. If it wasn't for bike rallies, we'd never have heard about them. But I also like sometimes when they pull in some of the filler bands, just trying to get a big name out there. They bring back some bands from our era. When I say our era, I'm talking about Bob and I. When they bring the Foghats in or the
I thought you meant like Glenn Miller.
Molly Hatchet.
Molly Hatchet, Marshall Tucker,
Glenn Miller.
Yeah. You see them showing up at some of the rallies, and it just brings me back to the day when I used to be sneaking into concerts at 17 years old, and it's like here they are again when I'm in my 60s, playing a bike rally.
Oh yeah,
that's what's wild about Casco Mountain Thunder is one year you got like one band, and then you got Molly Hatchet playing, and then you got some new band playing. It just came out a year or two ago.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, we were staying at we were doing the Redwood Run
February,
one year, and we were staying at a hotel up there. It was like a Motel 6. There's really not a whole lot in the Redwood Run. I mean, unless you want to travel 3 hours from Sacramento to the nearest decent hotel, you got to stay like at a Motel 6 or a Days Inn or whatever. So we're out there, we pull in on the bikes and we all get freshened up, and there's no no bars anywhere in this little town that we're staying in. So we all had the alcohol in our saddlebags ready for the rally the next day. So I broke the ironing board out of the closet, and we got the girls, and we set them up behind the ironing board, and we had our own little bar going on outside
Nice.
our room there, working just for tips, of course, because you're not allowed to sell alcohol without a license. So the girls are just working for tips, and these guys come up, and everybody's kind of looking at them like, who are they? And it was Molly Hatchet. Apparently they were playing, and they were staying in the same Motel 6 as us.
Oh,
that night.
nice.
So
Nice.
so
I got a story like
Nice.
that. You guys will like. I went to a rock festival up in Albany, New York, about maybe 7 years ago, and it was a 3-day rock festival. After the first day, we go into this restaurant bar. We're hanging out, and there's this band sitting at a table. No one knows who they are, but people are taking pictures with them. Whatever. So we're sitting there. I was part of another show back then, so I had some stickers for the show. I go up to these guys. I go, "Hey guys, check out the radio show." Like, all right, cool. So I go back down and sit down, and then I get to go take a piss. And this one guy gets up at the same time as me. We both go into the bathroom at the same time. I go to the urinal. He goes into the stall. He starts asking me questions about what's going on up here. I go, "Get out of here. You know what's going on up here. The rock festival and all that." So we're talking back and forth, you know. So we're washing our hands. I go, "So what band are you with?" So he's laughing. He goes, "I'm with a band called Chevy Metal." I said, "Chevy Metal, never heard of you." All right, whatever. We walk out of the bathroom. I go back to my table. He goes back to his. Blah, 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 blah. We're sitting there. I'm drinking a beer, eating food. And one of the girls that were with us, she's on the phone. And right before she says something to me, the guy walks up to me from his table, says, "It was nice talking to you." And he gives me a fist pump. And he walks out of the bar. He's gone. The girl starts screaming that's with me. She goes, "That was Taylor Hawkins from the Foo Fighters, you asshole." And I go, "Holy shit. I was taking a piss with Taylor Hawkins for the Foo Fighters." And it was now I see it because he had his hair up in this big under the hat and shit, and
right.
I didn't recognize him. I wasn't really a Foo Fighter fan, but I know Foo Fighters are one of the best bands in the world.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I'm sitting saying, son of a bitch. That was Taylor Hawkins. And his other band was called Chevy Metal. That was his other band. So that was my fame that I fucked up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm like that too. I don't recognize people if they're kind of out of character. I mean, I'm not real good at facial recognition. So if they change their hair or they're not dressed the same way they normally dress on stage, I mean, I could be sitting, and people always have to tell me, "Hey, do you know who that is?" And it's like, no, it could be a baseball player. He's not wearing his baseball hat or his uniform. How am I going to recognize him? It's like, I suck at facial recognition. I've seen so many,
I'm the same
being
way.
out here, being backstage at so many of the events and stuff like that. I keep I don't know who these people are. They're not dressed in their clothes that they're normally wearing on stage, and it's like,
Right.
Well, it's like
I
that.
have no idea.
It's like that in the club world a lot, man. You'll be seeing some guy, you usually see him in a vest, and he's got a leather vest on, he's got a hat on or something, and now you see him somewhere in like a suit and tie, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, LJ?" And you're just like,
Who the hell are you?
"Who's this guy? Who's this guy?" Like, he looks completely different,
I got one more story. One was I was at Chicago Open Air in Chicago, and I had press passes because of the show, so I was able to go into the press area and maybe set up an interview. And I'm looking at this guy's vest, I'm like, that's a pretty cool vest this guy's got on, And I wasn't paying much attention. I'm 4 inches away from this guy. So I'm looking at his vest, and then we leave, and now the band comes on. And I go, that same vest now was on stage. And he happened to be the guitar player for Ozzy, and it was fucking Zakk Wylde. I'm like, I'm such an asshole. I was standing next to Zakk Wylde. I had no idea. No, that's my problem. I don't know shit.
Well,
No.
you speak of that, but not in music too. I was up in Albany, and this is going back, 19 years ago, and I guess the WWE was in town, and I'm getting into work. Just stopped at one of these restaurants or something like that to grab something before I went into work with the military, and it was this guy named Mark Holloway was there.
Right.
Well, not a lot of people know Mark Holloway is the Undertaker.
Okay.
So we were talking because at the time he was actually doing his persona America Badass.
All right.
So he always ride in the Harley and all this other stuff. We were talking, shooting the shit, and over the years, we actually got like kind of friendly with each other. And he lives in a beautiful house out in Texas and everything. Lo and behold, I'm on the phone one day with him, and he goes, "So what's going on?" He said, "Well, hey, Mark, I'm getting married. It would have been the 27th of October of 2007. And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What's your wedding song?" I said, "Believe it or not, my wife wants the Undertaker theme song to come in on."
Nice.
And he goes, "That's awesome." He goes, "So where are you going to have it?" And I told him everything else. He actually flew up from Texas and made it a guest appearance for my wife.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome shit. So, anyway.
Wow.
All right, guys. Well, anybody have anything else they'd like to share? I'm
I
sitting.
think
I'm
we're
sitting
good.
next to
Well-
Billy Tambora, by the way. Big rock star.
Recent down at the shed in Maryville, Tennessee, I can't think of the guy's name, famous keyboard player. He was going to play that night, and he was in a wheelchair, and he rolls up to my booth there, and I didn't recognize the guy like you guys. I didn't know the famous guy, and he didn't buy any glass or anything, but he shook my hand and said, "Hi, how you doing?" And I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. Sorry to hear about what put you in the wheelchair." He goes, "It's just old age." And about 30 minutes later, they roll him up on stage, and he's pecking out the keys on the piano like some madman. And I'm like, "That's the dude that was at my trailer."
Nice.
It was just funny. I can't remember his name, but super famous. He died a couple years ago. But anyway, we're ignorant when we don't know them who they are in their element. But
That's right.
no, that's all I got for tonight. I'm glad to be back. Glad we got the holidays over, and looking forward to a great year. The trailer's about all dialed in, and I'm headed to Daytona at the end
Nice.
of next month. So
All
just
right.
planning for that.
Well,
Hey, Bob.
did you guys hear the story about was that Wolfgang Van Halen? That story with he got done doing a show, right? And some guy went up to him and wanted to take a picture with him. So he hands his phone to some guy. Can you get a picture? Right? He hands the phone to Eddie Van Halen. Right? And Eddie Van, and Eddie Van Halen takes the picture of him and Wolf. And then the guy walks away with his like, "Did you realize that was my father, right? Did you just get the camera to?" How funny is that? But anyway,
That's awesome.
all right, so you got anything else, LJ? You like to add?
Nah, just getting ready, man. Getting ready. We got a lot of things getting ready for this year. We got our list of events all together. We're working on the bike nights. I'm working on a personal bike night. I'm going to be doing. The club's actually going to be supporting me on that.
All right.
I wanted to. I used to do it on Long Island. I did a lot of bike nights. I used to do about 3 or 4 a week, man.
Yeah.
And I can't do that anymore. But we do R3, the club. Red Barn Riders at the Blackthorn. And there's a little bar up in Prattsville called the Prattsville Tavern, and I'm talking with them, and I mentioned it to the club, and the club is going to be sponsoring the trophies and coming down to them and all that, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's like this. If you ever been to Prattsville, it's Prattsville Tavern, just this really awesome bar all the way up in the mountains, and just a great area. I think it'll be a lot of fun to do a small bike night up there.
Nice.
And have some fun, man. So got a lot of things I'm working on right now. The club has a lot of things we're working on too. I mean, we just got a lot of things getting ready for summertime. And that's like I said, right now I think we're all kind of in limbo right now, getting our like Bob and Lucky and everybody. But I'll get Lucky. I'll get that information to you as soon as I got it. That.
I hope so.
And absolutely. And
Want to help you out promoting it.
Oh, I appreciate everything you do, brother. I really do. Everything everybody does, man.
Yep.
So
Excellent. All right, cool, man. Brian, you got anything?
And the only thing I really have is like I said, LJ saying is we're kind of all like in limbo, and as everybody says, like I had a person, our buddy Scott there goes, "Hey, does Santa bring you what you wish?" And I went, "No, it's still cold out here and it might snow." I asked for nothing that, so I can get back on the bike and ride is the main thing I would love to do.
Right.
But it's just that, and also, Bob, have you thought of any more of what we talked about before?
I don't talk about that on air.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Come on. We're talking about an
That's
actual
business.
sex change, guys, so not on the air. All right.
yeah.
Well, Connie, we're not going to air your stuff.
All right, good.
No, I've thought about it, and that's probably not going to happen. But I'll get that in the mail to you.
Hey, take your time, man.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the other aspect of it is when we were talking about rides, and especially Myrtle Beach, all that stuff. If you guys and lucky and get a chance, you got to come out to the East Coast. You really have to get into the Catskills and come out for the rides that we put on. We'll bring you to some of the most scenic, beautiful places that you'll never in your life ever see again.
Yeah.
It really is one of the most beautiful places in the world. I mean, it's not without a doubt. I mean, it's just known for riding. You stop at the tourist areas. I mean, here that's the tourist booths and everything, and there's just maps of rides, like there's motorcycle rides. People come from all over the world to ride here in the Catskills.
Yeah, I go for the Stewart's Black Cherry. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I go for the cotton candy ice cream.
But LJ, you got to get yours with the sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles. Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's overkill with the cotton candy. That stuff is sweet, man. But listen, man, I'm telling you.
All right, you got anything you'd like to end with over there, Lucky?
Nope, just hoping everybody has a great year. Get out and do some things this year. There's a lot going on. I'm always saying get out there and support the motorcycle events. We want to keep this going. We don't attend these events. They're going to go away. We need to keep our culture going. So get out to Cyclefish, find the events, and especially hit up those charity events. And if you're listening to the show here, and you know of a charity, start your own charity event. It's a great group of people to give some that are willing to give. They want to go out and ride, and if they can ride for a cause at the same time. So start a charity. If you need some help, give me a shout. Go on to Cyclefish, give me a shout. I'll help you out in getting a charity event started.
All right, man.
So
Awesome.
Support those and have a great year. We're all looking forward toward a good year, toward a safe year. So be good out there. Be safe.
All right, and with our hearts go out to everybody in New Orleans and whoever was affected by Las Vegas. And, of course, everybody out in California, lucky, man. We hope you're safe out there. We hope these fires stop soon. And that's it, man. Happy New Year. And if you want to support a charity, a good one is Rock and Roll for a Cure. So go to rockandrollforacure.org, and you can donate right there. Okay, guys?
And win a motorcycle.
You can win a motorcycle. We are raffling off a 2025 Street Bob 114 beautiful motorcycle. $100 a ticket. All right, so all you got to do is go to rockandrollforacure.org and click on the motorcycle, and you can enter right there. Only 300 chances, guys. 300. There's 21 prizes you can win with your $100. So again, go to rockandrollforacure.org and be a hero. Help somebody. All right. So I want to say good night to everybody. Bob, love you, bro. Brian,
good night. Love you guys.
Good night, everybody.
LJ, Lucky, love you guys. Brother. We'll see you next Monday. All right.
All right.
Wednesday.
Well, I'm so tired. I'm so lost. I don't know. See you one of those nights.
Here, right?
All right. We are out of here. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Good night.